What's going on? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and you're watching NFL Daily. Russell Wilson gave the Seattle Seahawks an April 15th deadline to give him a contract extension. Now, with the contract extension, there's a lot of rumors going around right now around Wilson and whether or not he's going to get it. With that comes some speculation on which teams could potentially trade for the franchise quarterback. Here's the thing. I love Russell Wilson. I think he is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. In my opinion, he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, but he's getting only paid like a top 12 quarterback. And if I'm the Seahawks, I'm looking at Russell and I'm seeing everything that this guy has done, and it actually kind of amazes me that he still could not get a deal. So, guess what I did? I broke down 5 teams here that could trade for Russell Wilson, but before I get into my top 5 teams, I'm going to ask you, because this show's about y'all. If Russell Wilson is traded, where will he play in 2019? I want you to comment if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, let me know. Also, there was an insane 3-team blockbuster trade that I tweeted out on Twitter, at MitchellRenz365. Why don't you go give it a sight? All right, let's look at my 5 teams here now that could trade for Russell Wilson. The Tennessee Titans. And interesting, okay? So Mariota has never played a full season, never played a full 16-game season in 4 years. He also hasn't thrown for more than 15 touchdowns since 2016. When it comes to Russell Wilson, you're going to have some cap space to pay him because he's going to get paid. He could be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. When I look at this Titans quarterback depth chart, a lot of different colors, right? We have Marcus Mariota, you have Ryan Tannehill, you have Woodside. Who the heck is Woodside? I have no idea. When I look at Mariota the last 4 years, I get in 2016 he was pretty good, but he's not been able to stay healthy, and I look at this Titans offense, they're doing everything that they can, in my opinion, to build around Marcus Mariota, but he can't stay on the field, and when you can't stay on the field, you're not helping your team. Maybe they're going to send Marcus Mariota back out west, where he can maybe produce and be a Seahawk. So, here's a nice little trade that I put together. The Titans receive Russell Wilson. The Seahawks get Marcus Mariota, their first-round pick this year, so pick 19, the second-round pick, pick 51, and then a 2020 first-round pick. It's conditional. The condition, whether or not they're winning, okay? So whether or not Russell Wilson and whether or not Marcus Mariota are on the field. All right, so I threw it together here. A little bit of a question, because if you ask me, I'm going to say yes. I think Marcus Mariota has 100% been a bust since coming into the NFL. I think him and the guy he was drafted right after, Jameis Winston, have been 2 major L's in my opinion. When you look at Marcus Mariota when he came out of Oregon, the amount of hype that was there, and then when you see what he did in 2016, 2017, 2018 have just been an absolute, I think, wreck for Mariota. So yeah, I think he's a bust. Let me know in the comments section. Let's look at the number 4 team here that could trade for Russell Wilson. It's the Miami Dolphins. Their current starter is Ryan Fitzpatrick, and they traded away Ryan Tannehill in March. I get that this Dolphins team, I think, wants to, in a sense, tank this year. Their GM's going to tell you otherwise. He's saying they're going to want to build up. I think the Dolphins, if they could get Russell Wilson, it would be intriguing. They have some cap space to do it, but it goes against everything that they're trying to do or everything that they've already done this offseason, which is why they're number 4. But if you really believe in Tua and you really want a new quarterback and you think like, okay, maybe we can get Russell Wilson, maybe they're one of the teams that are interested in doing it. So here's the potential trade that I threw together. The Dolphins get their quarterback in Russell Wilson. He's hopefully going to be able to carry that Dolphins team. The Seahawks, they get their first-round pick, 13, the second-round pick, 48, the third-round pick this year, 78, and a 2020 first-round pick. What do you think? If you're the Dolphins, do you do it? Do you the Seahawks? Do you do it? Think about this. The Seahawks only have 4 picks this year's draft. I think it's one of the reasons why the Seahawks could potentially move on from Russell, just because they're trying to get all these new picks. If you want to bet on some NFL draft props, there's one place to do it. It's at BetDSI. Use our promo code LIVE120 for a 120% deposit bonus. What does a 120% deposit bonus mean? I'm going to tell you. Listen, you put down $50, you'll get $60 for free. You want to put down $100, you get $120 for free. If you put down $500, ready for this math? $600 for free. Shout out to BetDSI for going up Chat Sports with the best promo code on the internet. Again, go to chatsports.com/bet. Number 3 team, and I'm going to bet this might be the most interesting. The Arizona Cardinals. Now, they hold the first overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft. We know that there's rumors around them potentially trading Josh Rosen. I did a video on it just a week ago, about a week ago. We also know that there's rumors that they could select Kyler Murray, number 1 overall, and Tom Downey said it himself, he would shave his head if it happens. When I look at the Cardinals' depth chart, Josh Rosen is the number 1 guy, and I'm a Josh Rosen truther. I think he's a talented quarterback. The Cardinals took him 10th overall last year in the 2018 NFL Draft. Now, I don't want Hundley, I'm good on that, but when I see Josh Rosen, I look at the team around him last year, and he had 11 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and it was a really, really bad team around him. That's why they scored only 179 points. But maybe, just maybe, the Cardinals can get over trading their quarterback to a rival. And I think that's the big thing here, okay? We know that they're in the same division. Cardinals, Seahawks, same division. Normally teams in the division, they don't trade together. But if both sides can help out in a deal, maybe it'll get done. So here's the potential trade that I threw together for the Cardinals and the Seahawks for Russell Wilson. Cardinals get Russell Wilson. Pretty straightforward. The Seahawks get Josh Rosen, who they're potentially shopping, a first-round pick, the number 1 overall pick, which has so much value, and then a third-round pick, 65th overall. Who do you think wins that, okay? So Cardinals, Seahawks. I want you guys to comment below because I think it's an interesting thing, and I'm just saying, if this one goes down, y'all better be glued to the television on the NFL Draft. Speaking of the NFL Draft, you know where you can watch it this year? Here at Chat Sports. Make sure you guys subscribe, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. Tom and I, and maybe a few other people, will be live for the entire NFL Draft here at Chat Sports. We want you to come along for the ride. Please subscribe, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV, and make sure you turn on those notifications. It's that little bell. Just click on that, and then bang, we'll be right there on your screen. All right, let's get now into the top 2 teams that can trade for Russell Wilson. The Oakland Raiders. Oh, Raider Nation, I can already see you sliding in my DMs freaking out. John Gruden, Mike Mayock. Potentially, they could be looking for their own quarterback. There has been so many rumors around the Oakland Raiders and what they could potentially do at the quarterback position. Here's the other thing. The Raiders have so many picks, 3 first-round picks, and the Seahawks are looking to add picks. You have Derek Carr, Mike Glennon, Landry Jones, Nathan Peterman, can't even believe you're on a team. But there's been so much talk around Derek Carr based on what he's done the last 2 years. It has not been pretty. In 2015, 2016, Derek Carr was great. The last 2 years, people are talking about Derek Carr and whether or not he's going to be a franchise quarterback or if the Raiders can rely on him. They went out and they got Antonio Brown. They went out and got Tyrell Williams, J.J. Nelson. You went out and got Ryan Grant. You went out and got Trent Brown. You are building around that offense, and if Derek Carr's not the answer, and if you think you're a quarterback away, maybe Mayock, maybe Gruden, go out and get Russell Wilson. Now, before I get into my trade, what is Derek Carr's skill right now? I want you to think about it like Madden, okay? So 100, he's just the GOAT. 0, he's basically Tom Downey. So let me know, 0 to 100, skill rating for Derek Carr. I want you to comment below. If you want to know what I think, hit me up on IG or Twitter, at Mitchell Renz 365. All right, let's get into that trade. We got Raiders receive Russell Wilson, okay? And then the Seahawks, they get Derek Carr, a first-round pick, the Raiders' first-round pick, 4 and 27, and then the Raiders' 35th pick, okay? Second round, 35th pick. That's a lot. It's a lot, but the Raiders then still get to keep at least one of their first-round picks at 24th. But if you think that you are a slam-dunk quarterback away, I will say this, okay? If the Raiders, right now with their team, get Russell Wilson and give away these picks, I think they make the playoffs in 2019. For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. If you don't know what that means, subscribe, youtube.com/Raiders Report. Okay, let's now look at the number 1 team that could potentially trade for Russell Wilson. It's the New York Giants. Truth be told, Eli Manning is washed. And I've said it, I think, 100 times here at Chat Sports. Eli Manning is 38 years old and washed up. And I am so sick and tired of seeing Eli's face on the field with that noodle arm. Can't do it anymore. It's driving me insane. The Giants do not have a long-term option. And it's sickening because they have one of the best offenses, or I should say, had one of the best offenses in the NFL, but then they went away and traded Odell Beckham Jr. But you still have Golden Tate. You still have Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, oh yeah, and a running back named Saquon Barkley, and you're going to waste it with Eli Manning. If you think that you are a talented team and you want to compete against the Cowboys, you want to compete against Carson Wentz and the Eagles, Redskins, But if you want to actually compete in your division, you need to get a new quarterback besides Eli Manning. I don't care that he won you 2 Super Bowls. They haven't made the playoffs since that Super Bowl. I'm done with Eli Manning. I think they need to go out and get Russell Wilson. So what would that trade look like? The Giants receive Russell Wilson. The Seahawks get the 6th and 17th pick. So that 17th pick is from the OBJ trade from the Browns, and then a 2020 first-round pick. I think this is what it would take for the Giants to get Russell Wilson. Hey, maybe he could also play for the Yankees too. Just saying. We're talking about it. Would the Giants win the NFC East with Russell Wilson? I want you guys to comment below, okay? Would they win it? Yes or no? You can type Y for yes, type N for no. Would the Giants win the NFC East with Wilson? What do you think? How many games would they win? Comment. We want to know. And make sure you guys subscribe to youtube.com/chatsportstv. We're going to be making out a lot of videos. And I can guarantee you this. If Russell Wilson is traded, we will be having a show that is breaking news around Russell Wilson. So make sure you turn on those notifications. One more time, youtube.com/chatsportstv.